Alright guys, so this is the damage in the quarter panel. Took all the stuff in the trunk. I was able to open it, as you guys can see, and this whole thing is just pushed in. The Grand Nationals, they had the turbo about right there, and this one has it in the back. I just got the car, so I haven't really did too much research about this car. Like, I know about the cars, I just don't know like all the specifications and this or that. But this car, as you guys can see, there is AC, power steering, turbo. Look at the cone, spirit clean. The guy, he said that he parked the car because of the accident in the back, and he says that the catalytic convertible, it's hollow, and he wasn't able to pass smog, so he just left it in his driveway, sit for years. Switches down here, and like I said, all these switches were for the lights. I honestly don't know which one is what. And he said there's also a couple of switches underneath that are for the car to start. So I'm gonna have to find those and start playing with them until I find out the right switches to get the car to start, because it probably has all gasoline. The battery I got for the car is from a 240, so it has top terminals, and this car used to have side terminals. So yeah, you guys can see this whole bunch of rat. Ooh, this thing is rotted. You hear that? It's just breaking. I want to know what's the condition. There we go. That's a beauty. I hope this thing, it's all like that. Get up a licking steering wheel. Let's do it. Oh yes, check that out. I mean, it's not the best, to be honest, but it can even be fit with some of the leather fit. But yeah, I mean, at least it's not ripped. I do not. Alright guys, so I cleaned up a little bit on the trunk, and I'm gonna try to use this portal power. It's a 10-ton. It's pretty powerful. I'm gonna try to find a way how to embrace it and push this quarter panel out. Alright. Alright, so I brace it over here. I know there's no wood. I was trying to, but this thing is not long enough. So I'm gonna be more careful here than over there. But as you guys can see, it does push out. I think the reason why is because the panel's pretty flat. There's not too many body lines. Let's get see outside. Oh yeah, you guys can see it's coming out. So the portal power is about right here. Later I'm gonna change it about right here, and then right here, and then just all the way until I can start bringing all that up. All right, guys. So now I had that 2x4 all the way across the portal power. Like, there's more surface bracing on the portal power, so that way I'm more comfortable in like pushing this thing out. Check it out, still good. There's no bending. Check it out. This is the original line. This is where, right here is where the portal power is. Alright guys, my battery died, and it was getting kind of dark, so I didn't record on the rest of the work I did to the quarter panel. But as you guys can see, it's coming out alone pretty good. The bottom part of it still pretty damaged. I have another attachment for the portal power that kind of opens up like this. It's like has this format. I will show it to you guys, and it does this. So I'm gonna go inside and trying to open this part right here, and that part right here. And yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, I feel like I might be able to salvage the quarter panel. When I was looking at the car, I mean, like, to replace this whole quarter panel will be like pain in the butt, because I don't see where you can actually cut the quarter panel. I mean, you probably can cut it right over here or somewhere there, but I didn't want to do any of that. And all this part right here, it's missing like molding that goes there. Goes all the way here. It's missing this piece on the other side. So it looks worse than what it really is, but this is the surface that I'm working on. As you guys can see, if I work it with a hammer and a dolly, I will be able to get a lot of those dents out. I took the seats out, the back ones, because I wanted to check all these cables. There is an alarm, and there was a sound system, plus all the lights that the guy was talking about on my other video. That's a mess in itself right there. Alright guys, so I have this problem with all these cables. These cables are coming from the all those switches to this panel of relays and stuff. So as you guys can see from here, there is this cable that goes all the way across, all the way down to the lights, and I'm gonna be cutting those off because I don't want none of that. I don't want to deal with that at all. I don't want to have that either. So I'm gonna take this lights thing off, and same with the alarm system, and we're gonna try to crank it. Check this out. See this paper? It was in there. It looks like almost caught on fire at one point. Let's see all of this mess. I see you. Alright, so far as this is all the cable that I've been pulling out. Stuff. Let me show you where we're at. Whole alarm, it's out. All the wiring for the sound system is out. They route it through here. There's like that channel there too. And yeah, so what I'm seeing, this is like the brake lights. They cut it, and then these things were all the way to the switch. All the other cables I cut, were just like connected to these cables and stuff like that. I honestly do not know how they install an alarm. So what I'm gonna do, every time where I see that they put these connections, I'm gonna put those cables together like how these ones were. Down here there's a whole bunch of connectors that are just loose, that I don't know if they go right in here or how they go, but I mean, I will figure it out. But yeah, it's getting nasty. Alright guys, so what I have here are these like connections that were inside the fuse panel, and these things are let me show you over here better. They go where a fuse go, so you guys can see there's a fuse on them. I don't know what this will be, a resistor or something. Anyways, but this is what was controlling the alarm system pretty much. They were jumping the connections on the fuses through that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull all of these connections, and I'm just gonna put a regular fuse and see how that goes, right? Alright guys, so you guys can see all the alarm and garbage and stuff came out of the car. I have a brand new battery. Alright guys, so this is a good sign at least. Before, when I was turning this, I wasn't even getting any noise or anything. So, finger crossed. Now, so it's gonna have to deal with one of those cables down there. I've been able to get this open, but not the ignition one. So I'm gonna have to dig in here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this yellow cable that needs to be put together. that will connect the whole circuit to make it start. I might be a little wrong. There's the cable that's just hanging there. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of cables here or plugs that are just like that. I don't know. So let's do it. Oh my god, the noise. Alright, so I put those cables together. There's the switch open. And it's cracking! Yes! Yes! Alright, so I don't really mind about this not starting. Because I did cut a cable. That green cable that you guys seen here. It's coming all the way down. Trace it to here, goes down. And the same cable goes connected to the fuel sending unit. So either might be like a switch that cuts off the fuel that is not letting the car start. But as you guys can hear, we got crank. Let's put some gas to it. Okay. Yep, I can almost tell you that it needs gas. So how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna spray some starting fluid right here, and hopefully we can get this thing to start. Let's see. Nah, it's just too fragile. I don't want to mess it up. It wasn't that bad. Let's see the truck. Starting fluid, baby. Let's do this. Okay. Oops. This hasn't. Come on. Get me off. Let's check out. Stars, guys. I know it's the fuel. One more last time. Look at all this smog. Obviously this gasoline is super old. Besides being old, what could be some turbo stuff. I know these turbos, you know, they are you can see right here, this is the oil fit to the oil. So sometimes the seals, they go bad and the oil start leaking into like the manifold system, and that's how you get that smoke coming in your exhaust. Some people might think that it's the rings, but could be just simple thing as a turbo. So yeah, I mean, the car starts, you guys heard the engine, there is no like knocking noise or anything. The smog dissipate pretty quick. I don't want to keep putting a starting fluid. Ooh, very nice. And as you guys can see, the quarter panel is looking pretty good too. So yeah, looks like a good start. Alright, my wife is here and she wants to see this car start. So I need to show off. Master mechanic. There we go. It's just a little bit of the starting fluid. I don't really want to keep doing this. But starts, there's no noise in the engine, like I say. So what do you think, girl?
Very nice.
Yes. All right. Okay, so I changed the attachment on my Proto Power. This is what I was talking about, that opens up like that. I'm gonna put in between this gap so it opens, and it helps me to push this part that's really pushed in. And yeah, I mean, that will be what this quarter panel needs for now.
Dad, they're trying to see you.
They're trying to see me?
Yeah,
Who?
the YouTubers.
Alright guys, so this is where we at with this quarter panel. You guys can see, I mean, it's very wrinkled still, but at least it's more following the other panel, as you guys can see. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I worked on the T-type. I got it to start with starting fluid. I need to figure out what's going on with the whole delivery of fuel to the fuel rail. The quarter panel, as you guys can see, it's halfway out. I clean up the car, get all those crazy wires out of the car, the alarm, the sound system, all that stuff, it's out of the car. Now it's more legit, I will call it. And yeah, so this car will be soon on the road, it looks like. Alright guys, so thank you very much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And please give us a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more of this car, please subscribe, okay? See you guys. Woo!